Let's go to late season because you guys got some good stuff when it comes to the late season. Um,
Yeah,
tell
so new,
tell me where to go.
get that new vest, the new late season vest. So that thing, I'm so excited about that vest. It should, is that it right there? Is
Yep.
that the late season vest? Okay. So it's got the scallop collar. It's got the two different fabrics that we've talked about earlier, and then it's got 180 grams of Primaloft. So you can actually take that vest and wear it over that Sherpa jacket. And you talking about something to get down into the low teens to even single digits without having the bulk around your arms. I mean, that's going to be a deadly combination. And it's basically exactly like that core warmth vest that we talked about earlier. It's just got all that insulation inside of it, and then it's got a Napoleon pocket, a chest pocket, two chest pockets, and two hand warming pockets, and then it's got the tree harness slit in the back. But man, I'm excited about wearing that over my Sherpa jacket and just keeping a little bit of bulk down, and that's going to be a great deadly setup that you can wear. If a guy doesn't want to maybe spend the money on the late season jacket and he wants some tools that are more versatile throughout the year, go that Sherpa setup, that mid-season setup, and then throw that late season vest in. And man, that's going to get you through the bulk of the season.
Joe, you've mentioned like Primaloft and Sherpa, and what's the difference between Primaloft and like down, or and like what can
Yeah.
people expect when they order what it's going to feel like? I guess to give them an
Yeah.
idea.
So Primaloft is a synthetic insulation, and it's warm. It's been tested a bunch, and you see a lot of the premium garments out there that wear Primaloft or have Primaloft. And what's so special about it is that it can maintain its heat even if it gets wet, where down can't do that. Down collapses, and then the heat to weight ratio of Primaloft is better than any insulation that's out there in all of our testing, and a lot of independent labs testing. The heat, for the weight of the insulation, it retains its heat better than anything that we've tested, and a lot of labs, agree with that. And so that's the Primaloft that's inside of it. You've got 180 grams of it in your core. So parlay that with the windproof membrane and the waterproof membrane, and you've got something that's just going to keep you, snug as a bug.
Yep. Okay. Um, let's go back then to the late season page.
Yep.
Uh,
The
like
main thing, Josh, are the late season jacket and the late season bibs.
okay, I'm on the jacket.
Yep. And so it's basically exactly like that vest, except you have sleeves on it. 180 grams of Primaloft, and then the sleeves are mapped, so there's not a lot of bulk there. There's 9 different fabrics in that jacket, believe it or not, and every one of them is used for a particular thing. And on the arms, obviously, with all that insulation that's in there, does come a little bit of bulk, but we've taken a more stretch fabric in the arms so that it does form to your arms better than just a loose, bulky fit. So that for bow hunters, that's really important, so you don't get string interference. But as far as Arctic hunting and super ridiculous late season cold, that jacket right there is going to be hard to beat.
Yep. Yeah, this seems like real. I don't have this, but the at the shows when I've looked at it, it seems like it's super high quality too. Um,
Yeah,
sometimes you get some of that late season stuff and it feels a little bit cheap, but this stuff seems really
yeah,
good.
well engineered. And our buddy Rendell, I'll go back to him again. He's from Iowa, and he wore that late season jacket and late season bibs down to like -30 when we had that big Arctic blast last year.
Yep.
And he said when he was walking in, he was sweating ice, and when he got up in the stand, he sat there for 3 hours in that stuff and was good to go. So it really is. It's made. I wouldn't recommend walking in with it. You need it on that pack or on a pack, or either if you've got the bibs on. Like in Kansas last year, I wore them, and I would just leave the front unzipped and then the sides zipped all the way down, and walk in that way. So all I had to do was zip them down when I kind of started to cool down, and then throw the jacket on over top. But it's Those bibs have got 180 grams of Primaloft as well, and it's just like the Sherpa bib.
Yeah. Yeah. I think Dan has this set now. Didn't you guys do some horse trading or something for?
We did. Yeah, we traded
Yep.
some sticks for the late
Yeah.
season setup. So yes, he's got those bibs, and the bottom part there from the knee down used a different fabric to help with the burrs.
Oh, I see that.
Yeah, you can get some burrs on them, but man, with that knee down part, you can brush them right off. And even on our bonded fleece, the top part there, it will get some burrs on it. But man, you can take a pocket knife and you're not having to dig them out all day long. You can just scrape them right off of
Yeah,
there.
that's a good idea because that is a serious problem with a lot of garments is getting them covered in burrs, at least around here in Indiana, where I hunt at.